makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Notre Dame's offense will go on the attack first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
Flicks it out of the air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Dropping back, it's Middleton. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Back to throw, it's Middleton. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Runs into a wall, they'll give him one out to the 8.
let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a call.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the way.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Bradshaw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Middleton. Here's the pressure. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Got his man on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Give to the running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to the ground game on the left. Fights off a defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Marks. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate.
Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Middleton. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal, and now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Using his legs, it's Marks. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Middleton. Finds the tight end. Open space at the 25. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half with the home team.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Jacksonville State. We'll circle.
There's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free, and this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Got like that big, reliable security line. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets
intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Northwestern. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He gets it into enemy territory, and that return has them in business at the 42-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. Pulls it in. It's Peppers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Middleton. He's got him. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Runs through the tackle. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Back to pass, it's Middleton. Here's a heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run from the shotgun. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the first down. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rushes on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking for a man. It's Middleton. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He might want another play. second down, they'll go to the air. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Whitaker. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. They're going to run it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Powers forward. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practiced that all week. know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Bring in the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air, using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got the screen set up. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll... The run at the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Bradshaw. Finds his target down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks, it's Whitaker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off for the third time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll keep it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that settled to the ground.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Motion from the back. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Church. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here we go, here we go. Looking to throw again. Setting up the screen. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice move there. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Wants to throw on third down. And they can't hook broke up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Absolutely perfect.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
Wide open spaces. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
It hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David's turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it in the middle. It's Avery. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Church. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing is going your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. In the hand, these are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help.
Breaks into the open. The 40. Past the 30. Past the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on